How's it going? That's great. Welcome back to lesson 17 of book 5. Today, let's continue. In today's class, we'll be taking on activity 17A. So make sure that you have activity 17A ready to go. Before we get into activity 17A, let's remember the words and their meanings. As we get to the word, I want you to say it out loud. What's this word? Afflict. Great. To afflict is to bring or cause pain and suffering. The patient has been afflicted with swollen feet for several months. Affliction is the name of a condition of pain, suffering, or trouble. Frida Kahlo's affliction was the result of a serious accident. So her condition of pain was a result of a serious accident. The next word is barren. We use the word barren to describe a place, soil, that is not fruitful, not reproducing. When the topsoil is washed away, the land is barren. A desert has barren land. The next word is consist. To consist is to be made up, to contain. The wedding banquet will consist of many dishes from India. It will be made up of many dishes from India. Great. What's the next word? The next word is drought. You got it. Drought is the name of a long period without rain. The poor harvest was due to the drought. Next it is a road or erode. You can say a road or erode. To erode is to wear away bit by bit. To wear away by action of wind, water, or ice. So wind, water, or ice can erode stone. Heavy seas from yesterday's storm, have eroded parts of the cliff. See, like in this picture. Erosion is the name of the process or state of being eroding. Look at the erosion. Cutting down many trees in one area leads to soil erosion. The next word is expand. To expand is to make or become larger. You can expand your chest by taking a very deep breath. To expand is also to give further details of what you're talking about. Mr. De Silva asked me to expand on some of the information in my report, to give further details. Expansion is the name of the act, process, or result of enlarging. Expansion. The lunchroom expansion will allow our school to offer more food choices. Expansion. The next word is famine. Famine is the name of a widespread and long-lasting shortage of food that may cause starvation. The famine in Somalia was the result of several poor harvests in a row, a long period with a shortage of food. The next word is fertile or fertile. Fertile describes, or fertile describes something which is able to produce good crops. So you would talk about soil, or you would describe soil as fertile or not. The major reason we grow such large tomatoes is the fertile soil. The next meaning for fertile, we use this word to describe things which are able to produce offspring. So people and animals can be fertile. A female cat is fertile at 6 months. So a female cat is able to have babies at 6 months. We also use the word fertile to describe something which is able to produce ideas. Someone who is inventive. Many ideas sprang from Thomas Edison's fertile brain. The next word is oasis. An oasis is a place where there is water in an otherwise dry area. Like in a desert, you could find an oasis. Oases, that is the plural word. Plural means more than one. Oases. Travelers across the Sahara try to reach the next oasis before nightfall. There are a few oases in the Sahara. So 1 oasis, 2 oases. The next word is pasture. Pasture is the name of a field of growing grass where animals can eat. A meadow is a synonym for pasture. We put the sheep in a different pasture to give the grass in this one a chance to grow back. To pasture is to put animals out in a field to eat grass. We pasture our horses on a neighbor's land. Pasture. Next it is primitive. Great. We use the word primitive to describe something from an earlier time. From the earliest time, actually. Ancient things are primitive. The primitive cave drawings are over 15,000 years old. We also use the word primitive to describe something which is simple and crude. Not very complicated. Simple and crude. We are proud of the primitive race car we built for the school race. The next word is refuge. Refuge is the name of shelter or protection from harm. The hikers found refuge from the blizzard in a nearby cave. Refuge is also the name of a place of safety. During the hurricane, families living in beach houses found refuge in the high school gym. Now, refugee is a person who is forced to leave her or his home country to seek protection from danger. A camp for Kurdish refugees was set up between Turkey and Iraq. So the Kurdish people had to run away from their houses from danger. The Sunnis wanted to attack them. The next word is revert. To revert is to go back to an earlier condition, often one that is not as satisfactory. During the week that the electric power lines were being repaired, we reverted to eating our meals by candlelight, going back to an earlier condition before electricity. And it's not as nice. Because my shirt was dirty, I had to revert to wearing the other one. So another shirt that I like less. The next word is team. Remember, it's not team, it is team. To teem is to be filled, to occur in large numbers. The Columbia River once teemed with salmon, like this pond teems with koi fish. The final word is wither. Great. We use the word wither to describe actions of becoming dried out. To become dried out is to wither, to lose freshness. The crops will wither unless we have rain soon. This flower is withering, drying out. And that's it for the vocabulary words. Now, take out lesson 17a. Let's get started. We will begin by reading the instruction, finding meanings. Choose two phrases to form a sentence that correctly uses a word from word list 17. Then write the sentences. Simple, right? Let's begin. Number 1. A. To go beyond what is permitted. That is A. B. To expand is to. C. To erode is to. D. Gradually wear away. So which two phrases rather, phrases are groups of words that cannot be used as a sentence on its own. So which two phrases, A, B, C, D, can we put together to make a sentence that correctly uses a vocabulary word? Can you see them? First, it is C. To erode is to, then D. Gradually wear away. To erode is to gradually wear away. Great. So it's D and C. Next, number 2. A. A place with water in an otherwise dry area. B. A condition from which one suffers. C. An oasis is. D. A pasture is. Can you find the two? First, it is C. An oasis is. A. A place with water in an otherwise dry area. Now let's write the sentence. An oasis is a place with water in an otherwise area. An oasis is a place with water in an otherwise dry area. Number 3. A. Give more details about it. B. To expand on something is to. C. To revert to something is to. D. Mention it for the first time. Now watch which two are correct. I can see B. To expand on something is to A. Give more details about it. That's correct. Now let's write. To expand. On something is to give more details about it. To expand on something is to give more details about it. Now I'm just going to go and underline the vocabulary words. For one, it was a road. Two, oasis. Should you use this to practice, you will remember the key words. What is the vocabulary word for number 3? To expand on something is to give more details about it. It is expand. Right? Here we go. Expand. Number 4A. To consist of something is to B. To team with something is to C. Be made up of it. D. Be associated with it. Now, which two are correct? A. To consist of something is to C. Be made up of it. Let's write. To consist of something is to be made up of it. To consist of something is to be made up of it. Like lemonade consists of water, lemon juice, and sugar. Number 5A. To wither is to B. Continue to improve. C. Go back to an earlier condition. D. To revert is to. Now, which two are correct? First, C. To go back to an earlier condition. D. To revert. So, I'm sorry. I bungled it up. First, it is D. To revert is to C. Go back to an earlier condition. That's right. Now let's write. To revert is to go back to an earlier condition. To revert is to go back to an earlier condition. Now revert is your vocabulary word. Number 6A. A place of safety in time of danger. B. A grassy area where animals feed. C. A drought is. D. A pasture is. Which two are correct? I can see D. A pasture is. B. A grassy area where animals feed. Let's write. Pasture is a grassy area where animals feed. There we go. A pasture is a grassy area where animals feed. And then pasture is your vocabulary word. Number 7a. To wither is to. B. To teem is to. C. Dry out from lack of water. D. Sink to a lower level. Now, which two are correct? I can see A. To wither is to. C. Dry out from lack of water. Now let's write. Great. To wither is to dry out from a lack of water. To wither is to dry out from a lack of water. That's right. Next, number 8a. A famine is. B. A drought is. C. A long period without rain. D. An area where little can grow. Now, which two are correct? Think carefully. This is tricky. B. A drought is. C. A long period without rain. That's right. Now let's write it down. Drought is a long period without rain. That's right. A drought is a long period without rain. Next, number 9. A. An expansion is. B. A place of great danger. C. An affliction is. D. A condition causing suffering. Which two are correct? First, it is C. An affliction is. D. A condition causing suffering. Great. Now let's write it down. An affliction is a condition causing suffering. An affliction is a condition causing suffering. That's right. Now let's take on the last one. 10a. A refuge is. B. A place of safety. C. A person in poor health. D. A famine is. Now, which two are correct? You should know this. A refuge is. B. A place of safety. Let's jot it down. Write it down. Refuge is a place of safety. A refuge is a place of safety. That is correct. And there you have it. We're all done with this activity. Make sure that you got all the right answers. If you didn't, or if you don't understand some of them, just practice the vocabulary words. Make sure that you underlined all the vocabulary words for easy reference. And that's it for today's class. Well done! You did it. Remember to keep practicing, and also remember to join me in the next class. In the next one, we'll be taking on activities 7B, 17B, 17C, and 17D. So bring those 3 activities along with you and join me for the next one. That's it, friends. I hope you have a terrific day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.